Hello, this is your paranormal archaeologist, Digital Archaeology, bringing you 10 more of the scariest encounters ever caught on camera. Let's have a look, shall we? This first one posted to the ghost section of Reddit. The OP states that she was out on a hike with her family in Brisbane, Queensland, in a national park. She also states that it was the middle of winter, and while they were hiking, they had only passed one or two other groups. She said the figure that you will see in a moment she saw was nowhere to be seen until a day later when they were looking at the photos. So as you can see, this is a picture of them hiking. Yes, they are wearing shorts, as in wintertime in Queensland. While it does get cool, it doesn't get overly cold. So here's a close-up view. As you can see, there's an individual here that apparently they were not aware of. Now, she states that this individual, or what she's seeing there, the clothes don't match the area they're in. She also states that later on, when she spoke to her boss, who had been hiking in the same area, her boss's 16-year-old daughter felt a sense of dread while in this area. Now, I don't know about you, but it's definitely creepy if this person, or I should say apparition, was not to be seen at the time these photos were taken. There is much speculation in the comments that maybe it was just someone the OP was not aware of, or it just could be someone lurking in the woods, as sometimes people do for no particular reason other than to scare. How would you feel about this, especially if you're coming across something like this on a seemingly fun family hike in the middle of the day? Let me know in the comments, and on to the next. In this next one, originally posted to the Paranormal Encounters section of Reddit, the OP states that he had this EVP recording in his phone for at least 10 years. He said it was recorded in Letchworth Village in New York. He says that between 1900 and 1996, there was a school operated there for the feeble-minded. So obviously a school where people would dump their children that obviously did not meet the standards of society of the time. He says his EVP is pretty clear. Let's have a listen. So what do you make of that, as it clearly sounds like it's saying no cars there, or the town cars here, I should say. It's definitely very prominent. He also says at the time there was no females in his group. So what do you make of that one? And what do you think it says? Let me know in the comments, and on to the next. In this next one, posted to the ghost section of Reddit, the OP states that he was sent these photos by a coworker, and he states he's absolutely fooled. As you can see by the white circle there, something translucent appears to be sitting there. What do you think? I mean, I don't know. To me, it's something maybe, but then also because of the fire pit going on as well, as people in the comments have said, it could very well just be lens flare. So what do you think? Is this something paranormal and a ghost? Or is this simply pareidolia and a trick of the mind? Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments, and on to the next. In this next one, originally posted to the unexplained section of Reddit, the OP states that these were recorded on a Ring camera late at night. He states that while he was asleep, his girlfriend heard these weird noises. Let's have a listen. do you make of those weird squeaking sounds? Some people have said it sounds metallic, others have said it sounds something on a hinge like a gate. Clearly, from the camera's perspective, there's definitely no gates around. Others have even suggested maybe it's a train. What do you think? Is this something the OP needs to be worried about, or just something that could be heard from a faraway distance? Let me know in the comments, and on to the next. In this next one, posted to the abandoned section of Reddit, while not necessarily paranormal like my other things, this one is interesting and creepy nonetheless. So, this is an abandoned murder house, as the OP states. It belonged to 73-year-old Francois Michu. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name. She was unfortunately murdered in Belgium. She she was shot in the back and head, and it was orchestrated, as the OP states, by her ex daughter-in-law's partner. They were thankfully captured, and these are the pictures of the house as it still stands today. Let's have a look. So as you can see, this first one, it's basically like it's captured in time, like a time capsule. Obviously, given this was in 2013, it's definitely understandable that it's overgrown. Just more pictures, as you can see, some old photos, very interesting stuff. The bedroom, as I said, like a time capsule. And that, again, very cool and sad and tragic. Let me know what your thoughts on this one are. And on to the next one. In this next one, posted to the Paranormal section of Reddit, the OP states that this photo is from several years ago when their child was still in a baby crib. The OP states in some of the comments that she was watching the baby in the crib sleep, and she took several pictures, and in one of them, this face appeared. She sent the picture to her husband to state that she had finally gotten the baby down, as she states that the baby was having trouble sleeping. And when the husband looked at the photo, he rightly exclaimed, "What is that?" As you can see, there is a face. The OP states she went to check and the face was not there. So what do you make of that one? It's definitely creepy and bizarre. Let me know in the comments, and on to the next. In this next one, originally posted to TikTok in 2024, is simply titled Chinese Ghost Haunting Meet Sleeping Entity. Let's have a look and see what was captured. So what do you seemingly make of that, as this individual clearly experienced something? I don't know though. Is this a all an elaborate hoax? Maybe. I mean, the individual or the entity that he did encounter suddenly vanished, so it very well could be real. There is speculation in the comments as to whether or not this is a legitimate encounter, as I mean, he is definitely screaming in a manner that elicits a very frightened individual. However, I'm just not too sure. Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments, and on to the next. This next one, originally posted to TikTok in 2022, sees what seems like a young child laying in a hospital bed with what can be assumed to be his mother, seemingly talking to someone. Let's have a look. As you can see, the child is speaking to someone, or at least appears to be, and yet no one is present. The comment section of this one is rightly curious as to who or what is the child speaking to. Could it be that in the child's delirious state, he's seemingly speaking to someone you or I can't see? Let me know how you feel about this one in the comments, and on to the next. This next one, the OP posted this to TikTok in 2021, where him and a friend decided to use the Randonautica app. As most people know, Randonautica is an app that will generate a random set of coordinates that you must then go to and explore. Most of the time, it's something mundane. Sometimes it may give you something a little spooky, like a cemetery. But in this case, it gave them something else entirely. Let's have a look. How would you feel about that? Seemingly being brought to what is essentially a crime scene, or at least made to look like a crime scene. I don't know about you, but I would be pretty spooked. I mean, given the fact that at the time the app was so popular, I don't think too many people are using it nowadays, given what's occurred with it. But let me know if you have any experience with the Randonautic app and what occurred if you do. And on to the next. In this last one, posted to the ghost section of Reddit, the OP states that they were exploring this house that's abandoned 6 years ago. He states that the locals told him the owners had died 30 years prior. So obviously the house has fallen into massive disrepair, as you'll see. Let's have a look and see what the OP captured.
Looks like all the windows have been boarded up, especially the door out. You've got to be fucking shitting me. What the fuck? Okay, the thing is, I was coming here to do a stupid fucking video. I don't actually want to fucking die. I might have just been a fucking raccoon or something. I don't know. Maybe a fucking raccoon. There's. Okay, there's this big, heavy motherfucker on here. So if it was gonna fall,
So what do you seemingly make of that one? As clearly the OP in this video heard something coming from the second story. He did state in the comments that the stairs were taken out, so it could have been a raccoon, as he stated, or another sort of animal that's probably made its way in. Or do we think it's something more paranormal and creepy, and like the full occupants are making themselves known? As I highly doubt there's probably someone else in there, like some have speculated. That given, as I just said, the OP states that the stairs were completely gone, and the upstairs probably would have been in even worse shape than that floor that he was on. Let me know how you feel about this one. Until next time, literal archaeology. For more spooky videos, watch this next video.